So I sat down with a few police officers from the Meridian Police Department to talk about the life Kennis Croom led and the impact that he had here in the community. Here's what they had to say. So Kennis Croom was passed away almost a year ago. What was your experience like working with Kennis?
I was hired on at the Sheriff's Department with Kennis. We were hired on at the same time. Went through all the hiring process, training process, and all that. And Kennis, just right from the start, he had a radiant personality. He was a great guy. I was raised up in a law enforcement family, and I was always taught that everybody that wears a badge is family. Kennis was a direct representation of that. He treated everybody kind, he treated everybody with respect, and if you wore a badge and you worked with him, you were a brother. And whenever we lost him, it truly felt like you had lost a brother.
If you go back and think about Kennis, what was one thing that kind of stood out to you, maybe a story or an event, something stuck out?
One thing that stood out to me about Kennis is every time you get out with him on a call, whether it be on a call, serious or not serious, he's going to cheer you up. Whether you're having a bad day or not, he's going to make you laugh, make you smile. He's going to turn your day around. He was an outstanding officer. He did a lot for the community, and you speak with some of the people in the community, the residents, business owners, and they've got a lot to say about Kennis. And it truly speaks for what kind of person he was, how he was raised, and the effort that his parents put into him in his upbringing.
Yeah, so what kind of impact do you think Kennis had on the MPD itself?
MPD, Kennis was a hard worker from everything that I seen. Like I said, I wasn't here at that time, but I was working for the sheriff's office, and we worked hand in hand with Kennis on different calls and stuff. Kennis always, he had a knack. He was good at what he did. He worked hard. Bravery was one of his big things. He was going to jump in 2 feet. He was coming in, and he was going to do what he needed to do to help out the community, which is all you can ask out of somebody in that position.
So almost a year ago, we lost the life of one of our officers here in Meridian. What was his impact on your life?
Kennis was a very good friend of mine and a dear officer. Always willing to help any way he could. Super nice guy, and I miss him terribly.
Kennis Croom passed away almost a year ago here in Meridian, and he had a major impact on the community. Did he have a major impact on you and your life?
He did. Officer Croom, he was always afraid to come to the office and talk to me, so he would try to put the other officers up to come and speak with me on things that he wanted to do because he was so dedicated. He had great aspirations and dreams to do different things with Meridian Police Department, but a lot of times he was afraid to come and voice those concerns that he had. And so meeting with him on different occasions, on different things, and seeing how dedicated he was to this department, it made it easy to have him involved in so many different things. And that's a great memory for him in the week that we lost him, my last conversation with him. His dedication to this department was, he wanted to go to night shift to trade with another officer so that they could come to days. He was willing to give that sacrifice of working nights instead of days. So he was a great officer. He's loved by all the officers here at the police department, as well as I really cared a lot about Officer Croom, and I appreciated all the hard work that he did.
If you have one memory of Kennis Croom that you can think of right now, what would that memory be?
How he always smiled. He always walked around smiling and joking with the officers. It appeared that all of them had such a great relationship, and so he just had a beautiful smile, and he was always happy-go-lucky.
And Kennis had a major impact here in the community. Did he have that same impact here at the station?
He did. He did. Like I said, everyone loved him. He had a great personality, very smart, people-oriented, just an all-around great person, and he's going to be greatly missed by this department.
All right. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to add about Kennis and his time here at the police station, that'd be great.
That we care for him, we miss him. Our prayers are still with his family, his children, and this community and with all our officers, because we are still suffering from that loss and other losses from this department.
Well, thank you so much for interviewing and take your time with me today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We're going to get started. So y'all are honoring Kennis Croom with a run to just kind of celebrate his life. What is that going to be like?
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be fun. I'm hoping that we have a lot of people show up, and the plan is to come out. It's going to be March 24th, 10 a.m. at Bonita Lakes Park. 3K run/walk, 1.86 miles, so just under 2 miles. If you're not in shape, it's okay. You know, you can walk. It'll be fun. Bring the children. I understand it is on a school day, but kids are welcome as well. The plan is we're going to give out medals for first, second, and third places. And I think the brackets are broken down into ages 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and then 50 and older.
All right. So why did y'all feel like y'all wanted to do something like this, host an event like this for his honor?
So someone from the special response team with MDLC reached out to the police department and said that they wanted to have this 3K. So they just asked for a representative from the Meridian Police Department to assist in putting it on. So I'm that representative. So I've been working with other people, working on things like getting a flyer made, reaching out to different businesses. We are asking for donations for water and Gatorade or Powerade for the participants at the race. There's also a $20 registration fee for the run, and you can request a registration form from here at the police department, or you can email me. And once you fill out the registration form, you can either email it back to me, drop it off, and pay cash or Cash App.
All right. What is that registration fee? Is there a charity it's going to, or what's it going to?
Yes, all proceeds will be donated to his family.
Can we talk about that? To pay for, I'm trying to make a question. So it's to honor Kennis Croom. Is there a charity that the family hosts to honor him? No.
I don't know.
I know there's a scholarship that they have that they gave out when he passed away.
And I don't know the name of it. I want to say there's a Kennis Croom Foundation, but I don't want to be lying either.
No, I think there is a Kennis Croom Foundation that his dad put together. Because his dad was a coach.
His uncle coached at MSU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know we talked about the run, but can we get some more details on why I wanted to continue to honor his legacy with something like this?
Because he was young, he was a great guy. He had his moments, you know, but he was an overall great guy. He was fun to work with. He always made you laugh, even if it was anger at first, but it always turned into a laugh. And you just don't want to let the memory of somebody like that die. I understand, you know, life goes on, you know, you forget things, but he deserves to be remembered.
What was his impact on your life?
To lose an officer, it really impacted me pretty much. Hold on, Lord. Hold on, let's start off. All right.
Okay.
The way that it impacted me is just the fact of seeing the office, him being the person that he was, and how he interacted with the community and the officers. You would never find another person like him. There's only one Kennis Croom, and he could only be the person that he was, and you could never expect nobody else to be with him, be like him, and you would just never have that feeling with him that you have with any other person, because his feelings, the feelings that you had with him, or when you talked to him, was very special. It was very kind, and you know, he just was a genuine person.
Yeah. So when you think back, what is one memory that you have of Officer Croom that stands out with you?
Basically, when he decided to pledge, he came up playing with me, talking about he was going to pledge Omega, which I'm an Omega. And maybe a while later, he came back, and I seen him with the black and gold on, which is the Alphas, 1906, and I kind of clowned him on it a little bit. Other than that, that was about it. Made jokes about that and still showed him the same love as if he did pledge Omega or any other fraternity.
So after speaking with several officers, everybody said Kennis Croom was a hard worker. Did he have that same impact towards you?
Yes. If you needed him, he would come. He'd come in on his off days. When he was here, if you showed up on a call and he came, he gave his best part that he could, the best of him that he could while on the call. So yeah, he was a very well-liked and loved person and didn't mind helping and being out there with you or having your back.
Well, if there's anything else about Officer Croom you'd like to talk about, that'd be great.
Just the memories of him coming in, joking. He always joked. Like you said, he was a genuine person. He was loved and everything. He really didn't take things to heart. He just let it roll off. Just let it roll. He just let it go. He never held on to nothing. You know what I'm saying? He enjoyed what he did and he enjoyed working with the people that he worked with.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Okay. My memories of Croom is the "you up, bro?" text messages at 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Yeah, I'm up. What you got? And then me spending the next hour to 2 hours trying to get off the phone with them for conversations about everything. From it seems like a blade of grass to, man, where do you think this department is going? And I miss them moments. I really, really do.
I'm Officer Latta with Meridian Police Department. Officer Croom was my partner, mentor, and friend. He taught me that in order to be a successful police officer, I have to have love, passion, and humility. Love for my people, passion for this work, and always be humble enough to know that I will never stop learning.
My time working with Croom was an experience. He was funny, he was cool, he was crazy for the most part. He always had a joke to tell or he was doing something to make you laugh, and I appreciate the time that I did have with him. He was just an all-around great person, and I truly enjoyed responding to calls where he was at.